everyone, welcome back. Today's video is having to do with everything food storage. I have decided, my pantry is always really well stocked, but obviously during the whole pandemic thing, we could have eaten probably for a month off of just what I had in the house, but I just think food security is a big deal, and I feel very blessed that I live in the United States and that food is plentiful, but I also feel like that we need to be prepared. And even with the amount of food that we had in the house, I did not feel prepared when at the beginning of the pandemic I went into the grocery store and there was literally nothing on the shelves. That was not a good feeling. So I've wanted to do this for a long time. I just haven't wanted to invest the time or the money, and now I just think I can't wait any longer. It's definitely time to do it. So first order of business is setting up the storage room downstairs. That's where all of this is going to go. My husband and I talked about possibly building some shelves to go downstairs, but we just said forget it. I ordered shelves from Menards, went and picked them up, still waiting on one shelf, but that's fine. We have enough to get us started for sure. And then the other thing is I'm really, my garden's going outside. I'm really amping up my canning this year, and so I definitely needed a place to store that safely. A cool, dry, dark room is the best, and that is our storage room. It's perfect. We actually keep a dehumidifier down there in the summer just to keep it nice and dry. So that's where that's going. So we're gonna set those up first. I have already started shopping some things, like my last month's grocery haul. I included some things that I knew that I wanted to have in my long-term food storage. So then I'm just gonna arrange it down there. And then from there, I can kind of make my list as to what I want to do. Just a little disclaimer, I am not an expert at this at all. I pretty much don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it and what makes sense to me. That's what I'm doing. The only thing that I know that I'm doing is I'm not storing food that we don't normally eat. So everything I'm storing, we eat, because I don't want to have a bunch of stuff down there that we won't eat, if that makes sense. So I'm just buying extra of the regular stuff and putting it down in food storage, if that makes sense. So let's get going. We got a lot to do. Okay, here's where our food storage is going, which, as you can see, it's our basement with lots of storage in it. We have to find places for all this stuff, but 2 shelves like this is where our food storage is going, on these 2 walls right here. How's the construction coming, babe?
It is simple and easy. Can't wait to get it over with.
We do actually like these shelves a lot. They're super simple to put together, and I got them from Menards. Alright, this is how far we have gotten. Still need to work on this area. That shelf's gonna move down, because I have a different shelf coming right here. That's all our camping stuff. Deep freezer. Still have to work on this area right here. And then extra kitchen stuff. This is all my canning stuff. I'm gonna put canned goods right there. Luggage. And then this whole shelf basically is dedicated to long-term food storage. And then we put all my Christmas decorations and stuff under the stairwell here, because I don't need that very often. So it's coming along. Now I gotta figure out what kind of food I want on the shelves. So I'm sitting in my pantry contemplating life, but not really. I'm just sitting in here trying to figure out what I want to go down to long-term food storage and what I want to stay in the pantry here, because I kind of have forgotten what I have bought for long-term food storage. So that's what I'm doing, and then I'm going to carry it all down and arrange it, I think, because then I can make myself a list of stuff I would still like to add to it. So I think that's what I'm going to do first, so I know what I'm working with. I think the majority of this stuff right here is going down to food storage, and then I had kind of tried to keep that separate, so I think the majority of that is going to food storage. And I can bring my canner down because I'm not using that right this very second. Yes, that's a good starting place. Alright, I am just trying to figure out, I think what I need for my canned goods are like those can dispenser things where you put the newest cans in the back and then the oldest ones shove forward. So I think I'll probably look on Amazon and see what they have, because I want to somehow keep these separated and not have to look at every single expiration date every time I add stuff to it. So I think I'm gonna move all this meat down to this shelf, and then I think this is where I'll put all the canned goods so that if they're tall, there's enough space here. All right, this is what I have so far. I have strawberry jam that I canned, chicken broth that I canned, honey, peanut butter, almond milk that doesn't have to be refrigerated. We have some dried lentils, dried Great Northern beans, black-eyed peas, jasmine rice, that's our favorite, and then various boxes of pasta. We have black beans, pinto beans, coconut milk, diced green chilies, black olives, tomato sauce, shortening, vinegar. Then down here, mayonnaise, ketchup, pasta sauce. This is canned venison, which, by the way, you don't ever stack stuff that you've canned. You don't stack it on top of each other, because that's how you can tell if a jar goes bad sometimes, like the seal will break. So you don't ever stack them on top of each other. That's why they're not stacked. And then we have canned chicken breast and a couple of packages of tuna fish. Okay, so then, sorry, the lighting in here is just terrible. Then my plan for this is I think I'm going to get a clipboard to hook on the side of this storage unit here. And I think I'm going to make a master list of what I want, laminate it, and then check it off once it's in here, because I'm gonna have to keep inventory, or I feel like it'll get too crazy and out of control, because the idea is that hold on, let's go upstairs and talk out of the furnace room. All right, as I was saying, the whole idea for me, and there's lots of different ways to do this, but the whole idea of long-term food storage for me is to buy the things that we use every single month. So like buy an extra and put it down in the food storage and move all of the, like put it to the back and move all of the stuff that I already have like to the front. And then when I add something, I will take something, once I get, this is so confusing, sorry. Okay, my goal is 6 months food storage. Once I get 6 months food storage, then when I buy my regular monthly stuff, I will just take from the front of the food storage, put the new thing in the back, and like shop my food storage, if that makes sense. Here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to go out to the store and buy 6 months worth of food all in one shot, because then all the expiration dates are the same. You want to do it little by little so the expiration dates keep getting pushed further out, if that makes sense. What I was talking about the clipboard thing is I need to keep an inventory down there, and I guess what I've just been putting off is trying to figure out what 6 months of food storage looks like for us, like how many cans of what types of things I want to have down there. So that's really what I need to do, and just make the list, and then I can just like check it off as I add it to the list down there, and then I'll know when we have 6 month food storage. For example, we go through about, I think that's a 5-pound bag of rice, I can't remember, but we go through one of those a month. So if I want 6 months worth of food storage, then I need to have 6 bags of the rice. So that's kind of just how I'm going to think about how much we use in a month and multiply it by 6. So we'll see. Some of the other things that I'm going to have down there that are not food storage is just like long-term pantry stuff, but stuff like foil and Ziploc bags and like Band-Aids, first aid stuff, definitely some jugs of water, just some like, I don't want to call it survival stuff, but like emergency stuff. That's not food as well. Emergency supplies. There you go. Wow, the words today. I'm tired. And I mean, who even puts makeup on anymore? Not me. So anyway, that is what I have going so far. I will keep you updated. This is part 1. I will keep you updated on how it's going and if I decide to do anything different. But basically my plan going forward from here is to just add things to my cart little by little, like each month I'm in the store, think about my long-term storage, add something, because I don't want this to like cost me a ton extra either. I'm trying to like sneak it into the monthly grocery budget and not like do extra money for this. So we will see how that goes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I'm not an expert, but this is how I'm doing it. So let me know how you're doing it, and if you are doing any like long-term food storage, emergency supply type of stuff. So hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!